Hey guys, so today I thought I would do another routine. I'm kind of having fun with them. And today I'm going to do a routine with only drugstore products. And anyway, most of the products I use in this video are probably under $20. So anyway, it's an night routine. So I'm going to start out by removing some of my makeup before I cleanse. I always try and do that. And I'm going to use the simple Micellar Cleanser, which is a really great micellar cleanser. It really does a good job removing most makeup. And I think it's just easier for cleansers to work a little bit better if you try and take off some of the makeup before you cleanse. Makeup and sunscreen is the other thing that really can be sticky. And I will say, out of all my drugstore products, the one thing I had the most difficult time was trying to find a oil-based cleanser or a cleansing balm from the drugstore. So I'm gonna have to do a one-step cleanse other than this. So that's another reason why this will help make sure I remove everything extra. But anyway, if you have a good tip on a good drugstore brand cleansing oil or cleansing balm, leave a comment, because I just could not find one anywhere. So I keep trying to think. Anyway, I'm sure there's gotta be a few. My biggest thing is my mascara. I use the Thrive Cosmetics mascara, and that one is, it's like the easiest mascara in the world to remove, and also the most tricky one. And I don't even know how to explain that other than it really does come off with just water and a towel. But when you're cleansing and removing all sunscreen, everything else, I just have a difficult time focusing on removing it. So anyway, okay, so follow me over here. Okay, so for cleansing, I'm opening up my newest bottle. Lincoln, you want to come in? My newest bottle of the Cerave Sa Cleanser. Lincoln loves to get into my skincare routines. Do you see him? Oh, it's focusing on me. Hi. There you go, Lincoln. You're on camera. How do we get him to focus on Lincoln? There he is. Okay. Da, 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 da. There I am. Okay. Sorry about that. You know, he's got some ears that really whip. Okay, I'll go back out. He gets into my skincare routine. He always likes to monitor what I'm using and if it has any scent to it, and if it does have a scent, if it's a good scent. So anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to cleanse using the Cerave Renewing SA Cleanser with salicylic acid in there. There we go. That should do the trick. And then when I dry my face up, I just kind of blot it. I don't really dry it so it's bone dry, because I'm going to move on to my next step, which is the Versed Baby Cheeks, what is it called? All-in-one hydrating milk, which is kind of a toner, I guess, technically. It's kind of a toner. You can also use it to remove your makeup or use it after cleansing to help kind of remove any leftover residue, makeup, oil, sunscreen, anything left over. It does a pretty good job of helping to remove, and it's pretty affordable as well. So, and for the most part, it is pretty gentle. I don't know. I still have my favorite toner, which is the Claire's. I love that stuff, but this one is a great one for those on a budget. So, and a little bit goes a long way, and I just love the dispenser on it. I mean, you just take this, push it down. So, if you're busy or on the go, it's a good one. The Cerave Cleanser did a pretty good job removing almost everything. I didn't have much eye makeup on today, so that's not the best test, but anyway. And then on my neck, I'm always very sensitive. My neck area has always been very sensitive, so I tend to treat it usually with different products than I do the rest of my face. And my neck hasn't had any issues with that. So I'm not going to start an issue where there isn't one. Okay. There we go. I think we got it all. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to a serum. And I'm going to use the Vichy Mineral 89, which, to be 100% honest, I'm not 100% certain if this qualifies as a drugstore brand. I mean, it is at Walgreens. It's at Ulta. It's not at Sephora. I mean, when I think of drugstore brands, I think of Neutrogena, Olay, L'Oreal. But this one, for today's purposes, I'm going to count it. And I'm going to have to do a review on this one as well very soon because everyone's been asking me about it, especially lately. It's pretty simple, not a lot of tons of beneficial ingredients, but it also doesn't contain any negative ingredients. So that's a nice thing. Although for what you can get something from The Ordinary for less that is probably a little bit more packed with beneficial ingredients. But anyway, this one's nice, simple, great for sensitive skin, and a little bit goes a long way. And the nice thing now with this routine, since I'm doing drugstore brands, technically my adapalene gel fits into that. This is the Roche Posay brand, but Differin has their adapalene gel, and Proactive has an adapalene gel. Every single one of those, all three of them are identical. There's no difference except for the packaging and the price. So if one of them's on sale, I'd recommend picking that one up because the price of all of them are identical. So don't go, the Proactive one I believe is the most expensive, which is like $36, $37. Depending on where you get it. The Differin one is usually less than $30. And the Roche Posay one is right around $30. However, if you shop at Ulta, frequently they'll have buy one, get one half off on this brand. So it might actually end up initially looking like this one is a little bit touch more expensive, but if you get it on the discount, it's not. And it can end up being more affordable. So anyway, adapalene Differin is a huge part of my routine. I've been asked also about it a lot lately. And they haven't really done a ton of studies on adapalene's anti-aging benefits, but if it's like any of the other retinoids out there, adapalene will help with fine lines, wrinkles, just like it does also help with preventing breakouts and helping with pore size and things like that. So, and now if you pick it in a concentration of 0.1%, you can get over the counter. So that's always a nice thing as well to see. So my next product is going to be the Simple Replenishing Rich Moisturizer, which isn't as rich as you would think. It's more of like a gel. And I like to, you guys watch some of my videos, you know I like to layer as much as I possibly can. My skin is rather dry. And I like to get as much beneficial ingredients on my skin as possible, which means being a ridiculous layerer. Is that a word? A layerer? Almost like a bricklayer. A bricklayer. A skincare layerer. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway. So this one I've got all over my face, on my chin, and then the next product I'm going to use on my neck, as well as a little bit on my face, and that is the Roche Posay Toleriane Ultra Night, and it's a really great, I think they've got the blue for sensitive skin, they've got one for all skin types, and they've got their eye product, and all three of them are great. No fragrance, no denatured alcohol, great for skin, especially sensitive skin. And rather hydrating, works well with other products, and works very well on my dry neck. So there we go. Although the better, using the propolis ampules have really helped my neck, and I almost think I'm months away from being able to use the same products on my face that I use on my neck. I think I'm getting close, but I don't want to overpromise to myself and underdeliver. So really quick, I'm going to apply my eye product, which is the Cerave, Eye Repair Cream. And this one's really super hydrating, very great for the eye area. You can apply it to the eyelids as well. My eyelids can get dry from eyeshadows and primers, which soak up oils. So I like to find an eye product I can apply over my eyelids and around my eye, just because the whole area for me gets dry, especially during winter time. So I apply a little bit there, a little bit underneath my eye, and on the other side. There we go. So the whole eye area is covered with a nice layer of moisture. So we've got that going for us. And then next up, tonight I'm going to use a retinol. And one of the retinols I really like is the Olay 24 retinol. It's not super strong, but if you have sensitive skin, are brand new to retinol, or have had bad retinol experiences in the past with dryness and flakiness, this is a great formula. Although even with this formula, I do recommend following it with a good moisturizer because that will help prevent dryness and flakiness and things like that from happening. They have this in a serum, an eye cream, and a moisturizer. I picked up the serum just because I like the packaging better. The Olay Retinol moisturizer is packaged in a jar, which retinol doesn't do well with jars, and it can go bad faster, so that's why I picked up the serum version. So if you're thinking about picking up one of those three, I'd still recommend the serum just because it won't go as bad as fast. Antioxidants, when they're exposed to air and light, can go bad pretty quickly. So the less you can expose it to light and air, the better off you are, which is why I picked the dropper bottle serum, which still exposes it to air, but just not as much as with the jar packaging. There we go. Sorry, my hair's a mess. Okay. And then a couple more things. Does Acure count as a drugstore brand? I have no idea. So I didn't choose to include this, but I love this Radically Rejuvenating Whipped Night Cream. Awesome, love it. But technically I didn't know if it counted, so I'm going to leave it out just so I don't fudge the rules. Okay. Retinol seems to have soaked in pretty good, so now I'm going to apply my facial oil, which is the e.l.f. All the Feels facial oil, just to give my skin a little boost of moisture, a little bit of oil. It's winter time. I'm going to start with it on my neck first. And this is an awesome facial oil. No fragrance, no denatured alcohol. It's got several good several good oils in it. And in my opinion, there isn't one oil that's superior to the next. Some people might have better luck with certain oils, but I just like to expose my skin to as many oils as I can just to keep it hydrated, and certain oils do different things better. But there isn't one that's necessarily 100% better than the others. So there we go. That's on my neck. Feeling nicely hydrated. I was really surprised by my skincare routine with The Ordinary. I thought for sure I'd wake up the next morning just feeling a little bit dry because I didn't have my 100 layers of products to give me all the moisture. And I woke up, my skin almost looked better than normal. So I'm going to have to go back to that routine again here. And then for my very last step, I debated between two different moisturizers. I just decided for the last one to go with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. The trick with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream is get the version that says for extra dry skin, because that version has no fragrance in it. Otherwise, the formulas are pretty simple with the exception of that. So get the extra dry skin version even if you don't have extra dry skin, because it has no fragrance, and then just it's a less chance that your skin will be irritated by it. And this one works well. Over it, I wish I had a better over-the-counter drugstore sleeping mask, because if I did, I would apply it right over this one. Hyaluronic acid is not typically the best type of product to use as the last step in your routine, but I just can't think of any other over-the-counter drugstore type sleeping masks. I can't think of any, but I'm sure there's got to be some. Well, if you guys know, leave a comment. So there's got to be some. Oh, and then for my lips, I couldn't find my Eucerin lip balm, so I decided to go with my e.l.f. Calm Balm, which is part of their hemp collection. It's decent, not my favorite lip balm, but does the trick. So there we go. My skin feels pretty hydrated. And I think everything works pretty good together. So we will see when I wake up. But anyway, I'm interested if you guys have any drugstore brand favorites. And if you consider Acure a drugstore brand. I'm kind of interested in that. So they're at some stores, but not all of them. So I don't know. Anyway, leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you more tomorrow. Thank you so much.